Hi Sophia.
How you doing?
I'm all good, thank
Thanks
you.
for coming and having a chat. As you know, we are going to be chatting to a lot of different people through Folkestone. It's really important that we all understand about who does what. So you do various different things, from promotion and DJs and all that, DJing, all that sort of stuff. So
Yeah.
I think to start with, on the promotional side of things, that'd be really good to hear about how did you first get into promotions?
Well, I guess I started actually getting into promotion probably around about 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
I used to live in Gravesend, so that part of Kent, and I had a residency as a DJ at one of the bars there, Riva Bar, which was this really unique place on the Thames. Basically, it's an old iron pier, Victorian iron pier. So you're actually out over the water. It was a night called Totally Tech House.
Yeah.
And I've promoted at that venue in Gravesend. And also took that to Maidstone as well. Promoted that event at the Social Chill.
Yeah.
And a number of other events as well.
Nice.
It was just something that I felt I could sort of extend my sort of reach as a DJ.
Yeah.
In terms of promoting evenings as well. And also, I had a lot of friends that were DJs as well, and it gave them an opportunity to perform as well.
Yeah.
And also, more importantly, it brought the music to people who want to listen to it and want to go and dance.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
So that's how I kind of started out. 2020, I moved to Folkestone.
Yay!
And then, of course, the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
So, 2022, at the end, once we'd come out of that, I decided to take promoting into Folkestone because it's, a very vibrant music scene, should we say.
World's first music town.
Well, exactly. And I set up a night called Destination.
Yeah. There's a Chambers you started that, isn't it?
Yeah. With working alongside the Chambers, a lot of the promotions for Destination or events that I've done have been at the Chambers.
Yeah.
I find as a promoter it's very useful to build relationships with venues because at the end of the day, you rely on them to host whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
So have a very good relationship with Chris and the Chambers, as was.
Legendary people and venue that was.
Yeah, so I started that back in November 22.
Yeah.
October 22. That's when I started that. First night went really well. So I decided to bring it back on the following May.
Yeah.
In 23, I also was involved at that stage with a collaboration with Price to See Megafauna and Rev.
Scott,
DJ Rev.
Great, I came along to those.
Where they're electronic musicians effectively, and they use synthesizers and so forth, and old analog synthesizers to create a soundtrack. And the idea was that Rev and I would DJ alongside them, and they would effectively provide the electronic soundtrack off the cuff as we DJ'd.
Yeah.
Really, really good idea. Really worked well.
Yeah.
It was a lot of hard work. So we did the first. We called it Wonky. We did the first one of those back in May 23.
Yeah.
We did the first one in November 22 with Wonky.
Yeah.
And Pleistocene. That went very well. However, one of the Pleistocene members wasn't well.
Yeah,
he had
I was there.
COVID. Yeah. So there was just three of us. It still went really well, but obviously we really want to do the event with all four of us, both members of Pleistocene, and we did that again in May. That went very well as well.
Yeah.
It was quite experimental, at the end of the day, the idea was to see how it goes. We didn't really have any sort of preset ideas. Some stuff worked, some stuff didn't really, but it was a really useful experience to kind of blend live production, live music with DJs playing pre-recorded material.
Yeah.
So that was another promotion that I spearheaded. And then we went forward with a number of other destination events at the Chambers, at Speedway. Last year I had 6 destination events at the Chambers, including the one which was their final DJ night in December last year. November last year. Yeah. That was probably one of the best events that I put on because it was just special. We ended up running until 3 a.m., 4 a.m. or something. Yeah. That one.
Took a stop. Everyone did those Chambers forever.
So those are the main promotions that I've been involved with.
You've made such a way around the town. Yeah. So on that, what would you say the day-to-day sort of activities are of running and doing promotions and running events? Because people just think you just turn up and play and that's it, but it doesn't work like that, does it?
Not at all. No. There's a number of aspects to promotion. The first thing is understand what you actually want to do and what to achieve. Have a clear idea of what sort of music you're going to present. Who the DJ is going to be. What's the music? I hate to use the word policy, but what sort of sonic landscape are you looking for the event?
Knowing the vibe, isn't it? Because people like to know what to expect and communicating that's important.
Yeah, it's important to get that right. You know your audience as well. Obviously, building an audience or a following from scratch is hard work. That involves a lot of social media, etc. It's inescapable in this day and age. It's a useful tool, but don't rely on it too much.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Also, you just get to know social media, think you've fathomed it, and then they change the algorithm, and you've got to learn something all over again.
Exactly that. It's keeping on top of how Meta works, how
it's a bit of a minefield
how that works, etc. And it's not as straightforward as it could be. And there are things that you can do that are quite simple that extend your reach and so forth. But it's a question of getting. Of realising that you're going to be spending a lot of your time doing just that.
It's a full-time job, isn't it? People have no idea.
I mean, Folkestone Music Town website, that's been very useful because that's, if you like, a central place where events and much more now with the revised and updated website. It's all possible.
Well, on that, so you're utilising. So social media is a really good thing. It's having your own platforms, your own network as well, and obviously utilising the people that are part of your events because everybody can share it and stuff. And I guess on that note, actually leads me to the next question, which is how do you decide about which artists that you want to be involved with?
Well, I've got a really wide network of DJs that I know from when I returned to DJing back in 2016. They're people that I've either attended their events, or they're friends, or they're people I've met. So whether it's people that are Folkestone based or based outside of Folkestone, it's good to have a wide spectrum of artists that you can put upon.
The more you do, the more you get to know people.
Yeah, exactly. It's always every event is a networking event basically. Whether you attend as a punter, as a member of the audience,
in whichever capacity,
or whether you're working with them in terms of radio, because I was on the radio from 2018 until 24. It was, funnily enough, it was an Essex-based station. It's now known as Digital City Radio.
Oh yes,
Southend based. It used to be called Funky SX. I was with them for 6 years. Over that time, it's a very useful experience. Doing live radio is quite different to doing live events. There's a different set of skills you need, really. But that's also very useful for networking, getting to know people in the industry and so forth, getting contacts and so forth.
It's really nice to work with people that you know, like, and trust, and that you've experienced before. It's just and then from that it leads on to other things. So I guess actually that makes me think about one of the other things I wanted to ask, which is, out of everything, I think I might know the answer because you mentioned something earlier, but what's your most memorable show that you've done?
Well, that's interesting actually, because the weekend just gone, I was involved in promoting a destination at the Cabron in Folkestone. Destination Tequila Sunset. That was outstandingly good.
What was it you loved about it?
Well, it's just the DJs that I had, Tom Norton, Ian Dunn, Joey Dawson.
Nice.
We all played so well in terms of understanding how you build a night, in terms of how you build a journey. And that is critical.
It's all about the journey.
It's all about the journey. As a DJ, that's what you're trying to do. But obviously, as a promoter, you're putting together 3-4 DJs. So you need to understand how they play. Do they understand that fundamental about, if you're on an early part of the night, you don't do a closing set.
No, exactly.
And likewise, if you're at the end of the night, you don't do what you'd call perhaps a warm-up set. So you look for a progression across the DJs. You look for a combination of different styles. It doesn't have to be all the same genre at all. You just look for something that's interesting. You want something to engage the audience. You want that audience to be taken with you, with each of the DJs.
And you stay there for the whole night. Start to end and be part of the whole journey.
But Saturday just gone was particularly brilliant because it just worked perfectly. The setup of the Cabron at the moment is probably the best in Folkestone by a long chalk.
Nice Cabron in Folkestone.
Well, yeah, I mean it's
lovely. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's in terms of the DJ equipment that's supplied, you'd be hard pushed to find that in most London clubs. It's that high quality.
That's great. Really nice
sound system, decent. I mean, say a small place has got at least 8K Yamaha sound system in it, and a decent lighting setup as well. Which is a point really for later on, which is what are you looking for as a promoter? But all of that gelled really well, and DJs we gelled really well as well, and the night was just fantastic. So really that's probably one of the best, if not one of the best nights that I've put on. But I would always reserve the last night at the Chambers as my special. I mean, that was just brilliant. It's the same reason.
That was emotional.
Yeah, it was emotional. But I had such a good set. Had such a good set of DJs. They've all worked together before for promotions for me, and they just brought the heat to the whole night. And then of course because it was the closing night at the Chamber, it was a closing DJ night at the Chambers, and of course we went on. Tom did his tribute to the Chambers set, sort of once we'd finished the event. It was just brilliant. So that was probably the best. But last Saturday was probably up there with that, and a number of other events that I put on in Maidstone in the past and in Gravesend as well. So I'd be hard pushed to say
it's hard to choose, isn't it?
Exactly. Because they're good for different reasons,
More the merrier, onwards and upwards, and they're just going to continue to keep getting better, which is wonderful. And what about when you have like last minute changes, like somebody's ill, like you said before, with back last year, with some last minute changes and hiccups? How do you handle them?
I mean, fortunately it hasn't occurred. Personally, it hasn't occurred that much. I mean, we've had people that have had to drop out because of other bookings and so forth. But if you've got a broad contact list, if you like, if you know and have worked with a lot of DJs, then
you can call on that.
You can call on that. And you can be flexible during the night. It doesn't. If you originally plan to have, let's say, 5 DJs and one of them cannot make it, you can't find someone who can make it instead, then you just plan the night around the floor.
Yeah.
You know, so don't panic, basically.
Yeah.
You know, don't panic. So
nothing ever came of panicking, did it?
Well, exactly. It doesn't help.
No, it doesn't help. It really doesn't help. And what about, like, if somebody was going to start doing this, you know, it's not for the faint-hearted sometimes. It isn't just creating a quick, pretty poster. But what advice would you give to somebody wanting to set up their own event?
You know, promotion isn't about getting rich. It isn't about personal promotion. You know, it's not about grandstanding and so forth. It's about respect.
Yeah.
Fundamentally about respect. Respect for the artists.
Yeah.
Respect for other promoters, which is key.
Absolutely.
And respect for venues and the community as well.
Everybody's got to benefit and win from it, haven't
exactly.
And feel respected and, you know, valued.
Yeah. And you know, that respect means that, as you know, within Folkestone, we're in a pretty unique situation that there's probably about 20 promoters, 25 promoters in Folkestone, which for a small town is
it's a lot.
It is a lot. And we most of us try to work together.
Yeah.
There's a core number of promoters. There are also DJs, a lot of them.
Yeah.
That will work together, that will work alongside each other, that will respect each other.
Yeah.
There are some people that don't.
Yeah.
But you know, that's their point
of view. You're always going to get that in life.
Yeah, exactly that.
Just got to do what you feel is best. And like Tim has a saying, when the water rises, everybody floats. And it really is. And as you know, we're very much about share the love, collaborate. It's amazing when you get together what magic can happen.
Yeah.
When you work with other people and you share the love between you. And that's exactly what you do. And it's really so lovely to see like the core people like yourselves and the other promoters and DJs in town putting on these events and everybody just supporting one another. It just makes it all happen smoothly and just makes the world a better place.
It's about that and being humble as well. Fundamentally, it's about working together for the greater good. And it's not about grandstanding. It's not about
it's not competition.
Trying to make a point about your hobby horse or whatever. It's about, at the end of the day, it's about attracting people who want to dance for the music. And the reason I do it and the reason I do DJing is not to make money. Trust me.
We're never going to be rich in this business.
You'll never be rich. And I, you know, one of my first rules is I always pay DJs.
Yeah.
Now, that will more often not come out of my own pocket.
Yeah.
And I'll get back what I can from the venue.
Yeah.
Or from ticket sales.
Yeah.
And ticket sales is a perennial issue.
Yeah.
Because of the cost of living, but also because there are so many competing events and so forth. You know. People can't afford to buy, tickets for 5 events in a month, even if they're £5 or £10.
You have to pick and choose.
And a lot of the venues, they're essentially bars. A lot of them don't have the sort of licensing requirements that would make it possible to actually ticket. You know, you can't really ticket for an event that finishes at 11 at night and starts at 6, because you know people won't turn up until 8. So they're going to say, I'm not going to pay that for even if it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that are in the way of effectively recovering your costs.
Yeah.
But I don't, as I say, you know, if you think as a promoter you're going to be there to make money, forget it.
That's not going to
forget it.
You've got to do it for the love.
If you do it for the love, you do it for the community, you do it because you know, you
music enriches people's souls.
Yeah.
And it releases endorphins, dancing, singing, you know, listening to music just makes you happy.
Exactly that.
And it's really good for your mental health and stuff. So what's next and how do we find out more about what you're doing and stay in touch with you?
What's next? As I say, I've just promoted an event this the weekend just gone. I haven't got any firm plans at the moment for more destination events as it stands. But what I suspect, because of the nature of the town, its size and so forth, I think there'll be more collaborations between promoters, and there's a number of interesting ideas in the pipeline. And I think that's the way forward. In terms of where you can find out information, obviously Folkestone Music Town website, but you know, my Instagram account.
What's the handle for that?
It's at DJ_Steve_Goddard.
And I'm just about to say, what's your DJ name? And you just summed it up nicely.
The DJ name's Steve Goddard.
Goddard, yeah.
I'm also on Facebook, and there is a Facebook page for Destination Folkestone.
I'm sure something's going to be happening soon because, like you said, you just had a really good event at the weekend, so probably going to get somebody approaching.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, at the moment, my focus is more on actually DJing than promoting.
Yeah.
Because it is so busy.
Yeah.
Trying to sort of differentiate yourself in amongst that is becoming very, very difficult at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of stepping back from promotion for a while and concentrate more on DJing for other promoters and working with other promoters to get their events going and so on and so forth.
It's wonderful. It's so wonderful. And it's important that you do what you love. And that is initially it started out you wanted to be a DJ. You are a DJ and it's important. Otherwise you can get too wrapped up in the running of things and, doing the promotion, the organisation, which is great. But you need to be able to make sure you do what makes you happy. Otherwise it's kind of like,
I mean, it is, I wouldn't say it wasn't stressful. It can be very stressful.
Yeah, people just see you having a nice time DJ and they think that's it, and there's a lot more.
There's a hell of a lot more than that.
Yeah.
The question earlier on was about where can you find more information.
Mm-hmm.
I have a link tree page, effectively. That's DJ Steve Goddard.
Perfect.
On Linktree, and that will link out to everything, events, previous recordings, because I've got massive Mixcloud and Soundcloud
wonderful
presence.
People can put that on whilst they're doing the cleaning at home and listen to Steve Goddard in their front room.
So there are a number of ways you can find me on the socials, and of course there's links through from the Folkestone Music Town site as well. Yeah,
so lots of places to find you.
Yeah.
And stay in touch and listen. Everybody, I recommend everybody to go and listen to Steve. You're a great DJ. I really love your choice. You're really good at I love the way that you put tunes together. You really do take people on a journey. So
that's the whole point.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to brighten up their day, go ahead and listen to Steve Goddard online, and then go and check yourself and all the other DJs you work at. Thank you for being part of the Folkestone Music Town community. It's really good to have people like you that really you just care. You're on the same wavelength as us. This is why we all do this. It's for the love, not for the money. We're never going to be rich doing it, but we'll be happy and we'll have lots of good vibes floating everywhere. So thanks for being you and doing all the things you do and being part of the Folkestone community, Folkestone Music Town community. And I look forward to the next event and come and hear you play again soon. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you for asking me to have a chat.
It's been delightful.